everybody, this is John Donadio, and thank you for joining me on the next episode of Classically Trained, the mostly modern retro gaming show. Today we have a very special getting to know you episode here. We are doing a little bit of my background and some gaming and stuff. I know you guys got to see me last week, and this week we're going to do a little bit more about me, because I'm awesome. Anyway, thanks for joining the show. Hey, look, we already got somebody watching. We got Cyber Sasquatch in here. Thanks for coming in, buddy. So let's give you a little bit of background in where I come from as far as gaming is concerned. I know you guys are probably like, oh, we're going to take this guy on his word here. Like, what's this guy know from a hole in the wall, right? So I come from a gaming magazine called Gamer Assault Weekly. I've been there for 3 years now. GamerAssaultWeekly.com. We do news and reviews and editorials, and I worked my way up from a news guy to a streamer to COO. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years, having a lot of fun with it, and we got all kinds of stuff going on. So that's sort of like a little bit of like the professional, with air quotes, professional gaming area. But like I said last week, I've been playing video games for the last 30 years or so. Started with an Atari and a Nintendo, and that's where we get the name Classically Trained. So just so you guys know a little bit about that. Today with me, I have one of the guys here from BeTerrific. That is Rory.
What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I've been on the set.
Yeah, so I figured, you know what? I feel like I'm not the only gamer here. We got a couple of gamers here at BeTerrific. And Rory was one of those guys that was like, "Hey, let's do the show together today." So, absolutely, it's always good to have another gamer in the room, especially playing games together and you know, enjoying that you know, that kind of thing together, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. So let's start with a little bit of history in where we're going today. We are going to be playing a game for the Sega Genesis. It was sort of a revolution in the beat-em-up game. It was 1995. You know, and again, beat-em-ups have been around forever. You had Double Dragon, you had Battletoads,
Renegade.
Renegade. You had
The Simpsons.
River City Ransom. There were a lot of really good beat-em-up games. But in 1995, Sega Genesis came out with a little game called Comix Zone. Now, Comix Zone was sort of a... it was an idea that kind of came with a lot of the comics becoming games. And when the game was created, they said, let's do something new. Let's do something where it's more of a present-day thing. It's something that nobody really knows of. Let's come up with an original character. And so they came up with, oh God, I forget his name, the main character. It'll come to me later. But Comix Zone was done for...
You saw that too.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so we're going to play Comix Zone, Cyber. And it was one of those things because not only was it based on nothing, but it was also a comic book. So
cool.
It was a playable comic book almost.
This is fun because I wasn't aware of this game.
Really? You didn't know about
This is the first time I'm seeing it today.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah. That's good. That's good. So we can get a like fresh pair of eyes.
Nice. So I just want to mention Michael Artsis is in the chat as BeTerrific right now. He's in the city at a meeting. And he's looking at our shirts, and it just so we didn't plan this at all.
We didn't plan this at all,
I didn't know I was going to be on today with him. This is just the shirt I grabbed out of the closet this morning. So I got the Super Mario. We have the same Mario.
Yeah,
on
we have
shirts.
the same Mario on the shirt. Mine says "Kicking It Old School," because that's what we are here.
Mine's just a one-up.
Dirk Diggler. That was not his name.
So back to Comix Zone.
Right. So back to Comix Zone. It is a playable comic book. And just so you know, just like last week, we're going to do a little thing after we play the game. Does it still hold up?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, and even while the audience is watching, yeah, whoever's in the chat can give us a little heads up of, does this game still hold up? Is it something that the audience, or even just showing, you know, kids today, like, would they play this game, right? So we'll go through a little bit of that. I guess we could just jump right in, right?
Yeah,
Oh, let me tell you a story about why I'm playing this game.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so today, amongst other random things and birthdays and everything, is my buddy Pete Fowley's birthday. And this kid was a legend in his own right. He had no business being a legend.
Those always make the best legends.
Yeah, exactly. He was every story that we have about Artfully Imagined. Kovacs in here, he's in the chat. What's up, guys, nerds? Pete Fowley is just every story that revolves around Pete is a complete legend. And I'll go in a little bit into that further, but in our chats and stuff with a bunch of my buddies, he no longer plays video games. It's not something that he really does anymore. Yeah, he's got older, got married, he's got 2 kids. You sort of lose track, right?
Yep.
So whenever we're talking about video games, he jumps in the chat immediately, goes, "Guys, let's play Comic Zone." So for his birthday, I am going to play Comic Zone for Pete Fowley.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, the man, the myth, the legend, right? Thank you, Kovacs, exactly. So we're going to jump in the old Sega Genesis controller, the 3-button wonderment that it is. And hopefully that'll come up. There we go. Now you guys can watch me play. And then Rory will give you a chance. This game was one of those games, especially with the older stuff. We need more classic training, more John. Thank you. It was completely unforgiving, this game. This game was hard as any other game you've probably played on a lot of these old games. So the whole premise is this guy gets thrown into his own comic book. He's a comic book artist. This game is super 90s. Yeah. He's an extreme skateboarder, he's in a band, and he draws a comic book, right? I mean, this is 90s at its best, right? And so you can see how the bubbles are there. Sketch Turner, that's his name.
Apparently there were a lot of knives laying around on the ground in the 90s,
right.
too.
Dynamite, yes. Right? A little bit of a health potion. Yeah. Because this game, again, was completely unforgiving, so you needed that health potion. You had to use that at the last possible moment in this game. So he explains that he's not a superhero. You can start this game whenever you want, but this is like the first panel. Yeah. Right? And this would be in a comic book. You don't
have to watch this whole conversation.
Not at all. I could just literally just skip it.
Just like a real comic book.
Exactly.
I don't want to read. I just want to see the cool pictures.
You want to see the pictures. So the beat 'em up game. This game, like I said, it was tough as nails. They really didn't give you much. The worst part was sometimes when whatever you were doing, everything hurt you. Not even just the baddies, right? You could do something like this. You could actually rip the pages from the comic book and toss it at your bad guys.
That's pretty cool.
But it also took a big chunk of your health out.
Nice. And now you can pick what cell you want to go to next.
Right, exactly. So if you want to progress, you'd go to the left. If you want to skip a couple of frames, you could go down.
It's like the Mario warp zones.
Exactly. I'm gonna go this way because
I'm sure there's reasons to go this way.
Absolutely. When you come to this way, and you can even throw your knife at the guy. You don't get it back, unfortunately, but.
So you lose your knife now.
Nah,
I'm sure there's more knives laying around. Come on, it's the
90s. You're right. This is the 90s. There were knives everywhere, especially in New York City.
Well, you know what's funny about that? In the 90s, hanging out, skateboarding and stuff, I used to find a lot of knives laying around. Found a butterfly knife, a switchblade.
That's the way it was.
Probably used in a murder and tossed out of a car window.
Artfully imagined. Offensively 90s. That's the best part about that, exactly. And Pete is a superhero, and that's why we're playing this today. This is for Pete. So, in true New York City fashion, you go underground and you find a rat. All right? Now, this rat is no ordinary rat. This is your friend. Oh. Okay? This is his pet. His pet name was Roadkill. So they even have thought bubbles. It was really revolutionary as far as a beat 'em up game went, because you weren't, treatment, And there's even like some voiceover. So they put a lot of work into the game. It was really, there we go. They even had the water moved. There was all kinds of really cool things that they did with this game.
This was one of those $50 cartridges, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the 35 or the 39.99 game. This was the 49.99.
Yeah, you really had to splurge for this one. But it was one of those games that were so frustrating at some point that you didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of the games that came out. They had the, you know, the real comic book whacks and pows and zams and wows and all that stuff. Well, we got a 100 from Artfully Imagined.
No, that's Michael.
Oh, Michael
bits.
even threw in some, huh?
Throwing his own.
What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? We're gonna go out for dinner later.
Definitely.
Actually, there were some things that I really wanted to do for Valentine's Day, but being a single video game player, that didn't quite work out. Did you buy your girlfriend's video games? I don't know. Did you? I don't have a girlfriend, so.
Not yet. I got her a really cool Steam gift card though. So that was for her birthday.
That was for her birthday.
So she can use that for
the Steam sale's coming.
Yeah, so. That's what she's saving it for, the Steam sale.
All right, smart.
Yeah.
You and Rory. Yeah, we're gonna hang out. Well, you're not here, Mike. So we gotta, Michael. We're gonna. So this was like the end of the page here, and your little character, your little. So part of the end thing that was super weird was that he goes into this little superhero mode, and the end progress was
That's how you're like leveling up, you're powering up.
Right, exactly. There was sort of a level up kind of thing to this.
I like his pet rat curled up there like that. Because that is 90s as well. My friend in the 90s had a pet rat. So.
Yes, we have the matching Mario, right?
Yeah.
Kovacs, are you cheating on me? I am not cheating on Kovacs. Never in a million years. So here, I'm punching this door, right, and my life is going down. So this was the kind of unforgiving gameplay that we were...
What is this?
So you had, the fans hurt you. So
what is this, like Bruce Willis here? He's got to get through the fan?
Actually, I'll show you a little tip and trick here, that some people just go in for the fans and they
That's why you got to keep the knife. You got to jab the knife in the fan. And,
right, and then like go Die Hard style.
Yeah. And how about we take this guy, throw him into the fan?
We can do that. He's got to come this way a little bit.
He's got his size.
Yeah. He's got some...
Get in that fan.
There we go.
All right. Oh, I didn't mess up the fan.
No, but
thought he'd get
now
stuck
that we have,
in there.
now we have our buddy here.
Oh, a rat can go and chew the wire.
Look at how super smart this guy is.
Rats are super smart.
Yeah, he's perfectly trained.
Yes. Just find him in the sewer, perfectly trained.
Yeah, exactly. They know exactly what they're doing at all times. So this one, we can even little blow them up. And I love the bits of paper that fly out. There we go. Nice and easy.
Yeah, you could tell they didn't just like rush this game out. They put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah. Oh.
I always like to see that.
Hi. Pow.
This doesn't fall into the ET category, does it?
No, definitely not. It's definitely not an ET type game.
It's funny, everybody talks about ET. I played that game a lot.
Did you?
In the 80s.
Really?
Yeah. I have it here. It's in that case out in the
We'll have to play.
One day we'll have to play it.
The game that ruined Atari.
It's not that bad.
I hear that. I hear that that's not like. It's kind of unfair. We had talked about it a little bit last week, Kat and I. Oh, this is a storage unit. Stockpiles. See, it's fun, like, if you can pay attention enough, long enough to, like, read the comic, it's actually super interesting. I would actually read this comic. I don't know what that does.
See, going to will this hold up now? Kids don't want to read.
No, that's the thing.
They want nothing to do with
They want nothing to do with it. Yippee-ki-yay.
Call of Duty killed it for everybody. They just want to run through on rails.
Right. There we go.
This is like a little puzzle?
Yeah. They threw a little puzzle in there.
That's kind of cool.
Well, it's not terribly hard, but getting the...
But you got to get the timing down.
Right, you got to get the timing down. So we got these little crawly
So there's a little pattern to it, and like you obviously knew the pattern.
I knew the pattern just
early
from playing
stages
this.
of the game.
Yeah,
you play that a lot.
Being classically trained and all.
Yeah.
So now we got these little muty... Now this one sucks, because this one you have to really really have to get in there because there's almost like a timer on these guys coming out.
I like
you
how
could be completely
they pour out of the broken glass. It's
in an Alex Mack type style of 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Alex Mack? God, she was like my high school crush.
I don't know.
You don't remember Alex Mack?
No.
Oh man.
What is Alex Mack?
Alex Mack was a television show on Nickelodeon.
All right. So 90s Nickelodeon, I would have been in my, for late 90s, I would have been in my early 20s.
Okay, so yeah, I was still in my teens.
I wasn't at home watching Nickelodeon, let's put it that way.
I was, and Alex Mack was super awesome. Can you change the comic by playing differently or winning in a specific order? Certain panels you can go through. There weren't like real shortcuts.
And I just want to mention Porgstar is back, dropping 100 bits. Thank you, Porgstar.
Oh yeah. Thank you for those. Thank you for them
Appreciate the bits.
Thank you for the bits.
Appreciate you showing your love.
Heck yeah. Just so you guys remember, every Monday here, you can join us here at Classically Trained, but don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff here for BeTerrific, if you like what we're doing.
And if you guys want to check it out, we added a few things to the Twitch page today. We have a kind of a leaderboard for the people who interact with the channel the most. You don't have to drop bits, just people who chat or watch. There's a little bit of a leaderboard going on there if you scroll down past the stream. We also added a donate button, so if you want to throw some love to BeTerrific and send us a personal message, you could send $1 or a couple dollars and put a personal message. It'll come up on the screen, and we'll
Heck yes.
We'll try to catch it and shout you out.
So now the next level starts, and you have none of your stuff again. So everything that you lost, everything that you gained from the previous level, you lost. So you gotta basically start all over. And you got some brand new enemies here. We're in Tibet City, so they have a little Tibetan warrior here. As he's totally destroying me because I can't get near him. The good thing is that they give you a whole new life meter.
Just got a question. Michael wants to know where the donate button is on the iPhone. That's a good question.
Actually, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's good. That's interesting. We got to figure out how that works because I think you have to be on the web browser to donate. That's so.
Oh,
you can still drop bits from the mobile app. I guess you can't donate from the mobile app.
Well, that's a pain.
Yeah, it's.
So if you're watching from your PC or you're watching from your laptop or anything like that, you can donate right over. Otherwise, you on the app you can only send bits.
Yeah, I don't see it on Android either.
That's good to know, actually.
Got RPod77 dropping 100 bits.
All right.
Everybody is
Thanks, RPod.
I believe if you look at the top of your screen, you'll see RPod is the current top cheerer
so he's
for the channel.
He's our number one. Oh no! Oh wow,
so
that was weird.
You guys got a little. It looks like it didn't update though. He's still at 970 where he was at earlier when we added this overlay. So
I don't know how to get this.
If you want to knock that name off of there, you guys got to start dropping some bits and get your name up on top of the stream.
I know I have to cover the hole up first, but I can't move it. Oh man, these things go.
Hey, Gamer Assault Weekly, what's going on?
Hey, that's the magazine.
The fam showing some love.
Oh yeah, they're the best. Yeah, we got a real good group over there. They're coming to say hi. I'm gonna sit here.
Looks like Portstar's coming after the RPod77 with another 200 bits.
There we
Could we have a bit war going here?
The bit war.
The bit wars.
All right, I gotta drink that because
it was a tough time.
The bit wars. There we go. All right, come on you guys. All right, there we go. Now I have no idea. I gotta sit here and punch this. This is ridiculous.
So, yeah, it's just classic beat 'em up. Just smash everything in your way. Yeah. I like that there's puzzles and you could kind of like you just ripped off the page there to help you out. It looked like he made like a paper airplane.
Yeah, he like folded into a little paper airplane.
That's cool. And also the just the effects in the cell, like the snow falling. We saw water dripping in some of the other scenes.
Yeah, the water movement and stuff.
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
For its time, this game is pretty cool. What they did with it.
How do I get out of here?
That looks interesting. What's going on? There's like a guillotine type thing going on.
I have no idea.
So again, adding like a little puzzle type thing. It's like, how do you get past this? What do you?
Around you. Oh, look at that.
So again, obviously there's something here to help you.
There we go.
So you could push this in to break it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
That worked. Nice. No,
you know, I had no idea that was even a thing in this game. That's what I mean. Like every time you play, there's always kind of something new you figure out, depending on where you go.
Like, so you've probably been playing this game for a while.
Oh yeah.
So and you just discovered something new. What are we at? 23 years later or something?
Yeah, 1995. Oh gosh. Really? That's how I died.
You tripped over a rock on the ground?
No, it was a question mark. You go to pick it up, it's a trap.
Oh.
So you think it's an item, and then it's a trap.
Very nice.
This is the bad guy from your comic book who gets magically transferred out of the comic book, and he starts drawing things to you. You want to give it a shot?
So there we go. I mean, Michael just asked, like, what's the best part of the game? Any Easter eggs or anything? I mean, just right there, just like not knowing, should I pick that up? Should I not pick it up? Could it be something cool? I mean,
right. You go to pick up an item.
Can I pick up my rat here?
Yeah, you just hit down.
Oh,
there you go. Put it in your pocket. Yeah, little rat in the pocket. So punch is A. Yeah, figure it out.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can duck under those guys. It's a trap. It's a trap. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. Just so you guys know, while Rory takes it to the beat 'em up. In March, we're going to be doing Women's Month. We're going to be playing games that are all female related with all female first characters. We are going to the month, which is, I want to say April, May, when Solo comes out.
Combos.
Yeah, there's all kinds of combos and stuff you can do as well. Whenever Solo comes out, we're going to play a bunch of the Star Wars games, the early Star Wars games that are also unforgiving, as well as this one. Do your great impressions. Which ones?
Oh, wait, I still got to fight this guy here.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was
you
another one.
You can't clear the cell, I see. You got to clear the cell before you can move to the next one.
Right, exactly. So to move to the next panel, you have to... Like, man, if you want to move over, you got to do that. Raggy. Ruh-roh. Like, come on! You're gonna sit here and play this all day. You gotta get rid of this guy.
Going with the '90s, the '90s personalities.
Yeah, you know, if you do
little
that.
Ray Romano.
And it was one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies is Zombie Island. It came out years later. I think it was like late '90s that it came out. It was one of my favorites. So up there, if you jump up and kick that box up there is something inside. But if you're not careful enough, you can punch these explodey ones, so you gotta be careful. I don't know how to do the Monarch as well. I feel like Kovacs, you're probably a better Monarch than I am, but... there we go. Got it. The mighty Monarch! Listen to me.
Oh, this thing's stinging me. Whoa, what happened there?
Yeah, it happened to me last time we... All right, so you got to use the rocks to cover up that hole, otherwise they'll keep coming out. This is what I had issues with just before. You have to somehow get it to move so that you can...
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, you are. Like I can do 21? And 24! I think I did those numbers backwards, but... And then we, of course, you got... oh, wow, that was lucky.
Get out of my way.
That was lucky. There you go. Now you can beat these guys up. You can also do like an uppercut that'll help. It's a good, powerful move.
You push up and...
Yeah, push up and punch or whatever it is.
Oh, I'm just getting destroyed here.
Sorry, remember you have your potion you can use.
How do I use my potion?
So you hit C twice and then hit A. There you go.
Potions.
The potion.
Oh, yeah. So I can go down or I can go...
Right, but you gotta get rid of these rocks first. So if you want to rip the comic, you just hold the A button. It'll force it down. But then also make sure you duck, because it'll come back at you and hit you. There you go. There you go. This game needs more explosions. It's funny you should say that.
So can I go back?
No. Once you've gone into a panel, that's it. You're stuck in that panel.
So now I'm stuck, essentially.
Well, you could beat this thing up, but...
Luckily, it wasn't moving. Oh! Input lag. Oh, that's not good.
I don't even know what's... Oh, is that... Oh, God.
Wait. No. What is that?
What? Oh, the little rolling move? I don't know. Fire! Yeah, we gotta...
I'm trying to tear the comic here.
I forgot you could block. There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna die here.
See if you can jump on top of those boxes and punch that thing, or kick it at least.
I don't know why it's doing that. No.
There you go, you can always kick it. That works.
You go over here, you go over here.
I don't know.
Oh, you came through this before and put that in
I was on the other side, though, with the thing that came up and down.
So now what?
That's how we Michael Bay it. We just got to put fire in the chat. So just fire it up in the chat.
I don't know.
I honestly have no idea where to go, so your guess is as good as mine.
We'll just do that.
Game over, man. Game over.
The end.
It's a nice little 90s reference as well.
All right. I like that game.
It's fun,
that was
right?
Cool. Yeah.
It's just, it is really hard to get through. You know, it's one of those, I'm gonna rock this world. It's so 90s. Nice knowing you, Sketch Turner.
I think games were so much harder than, on these classic consoles than they are today.
Yeah.
No, we died, right?
did.
So is there a save point? No, we
well,
just go right
actually,
to
when
the,
I handed over to you, that was the continue save point. That's you get one continue.
One continue.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you get one life bar, you get your one continue. So you have to try and beat the game
straight through, just like Mario Brothers, just like everything else.
Right, exactly. It's there's no easy mode. There's no.
That's the one thing that, like, when you talk to a younger gamer, they can't get over the fact that we had to start from the beginning every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine if you had to start from the beginning in like a Call of Duty story?
Yeah. I mean, what was the first game that had the save was Zelda.
Right.
Right. And
but there was like a weird way to do that, right? Didn't you? Have
no,
to,
it had a battery in the game, and you just created a game and it saved it.
Right.
From what I remember, I
feel like there was like a start reset type of like button combo that you had to do. It wasn't like a start and a menu. Right?
From what I remember, there was a menu. Like you hit select to load or something like that, and you could load your game, and you could save up to like 3 or 4 games.
Oh, I had no idea.
The other game I had for the NES that would save was Maniac Mansion. That had a save chip in it. It had a battery on the board.
Maniac Mansion, yeah.
That was like my big game.
Look at all those logos. I bet Rory tears it up. What logos?
All the fire and stuff that he's seeing. The Michael Bay explosions.
The Michael Bay explosions
that
we're getting in the chat.
So we had to start all over.
Right. So you start all over. And like even in the first couple of panels, like while you're fighting just the first 3 bad guys you come to, I've lost that much health already.
I just don't have the patience in my life for games like this anymore.
we've oh right.
So you can only carry. You have to make a decision.
You really have to make a decision.
So no, either knife or potion.
Which
and like how the knife is like 1 throw and you're done. Like use it in the first 10 seconds of the game, then and throw it at the first enemy you see.
You might as well.
I love how the paper airplane comes back and burns you. They should have made it explode.
If you stick around, I have a funny story about explosions in video games. So definitely don't go anywhere. We're going to be playing this just a little bit longer, and then we'll go into our next game. which is going to be for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I had Sega. Like, that was my console. I went from the NES to the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Right away. I didn't get the Super Nintendo or anything like that. So I was like Sonic, Mortal Kombat, Toe Jam and Earl. I love that game.
That's one of my favorites of all time.
Earthworm Jim.
Another one of my favorites.
Like, those were my games in the 90s, I'd say, into the late 90s. Eventually, I upgraded it to the 32X.
Right.
And I had Virtual Fighter. And like, I just stuck with Virtual Fighter, and I had Virtual Racing as well.
You were the fighting game guys.
And that's when I started getting into fighting games.
That guy just jumped off.
And nice.
I don't know if anyone saw that, but the guy just basically committed suicide on the game.
So I started playing fighting games and driving sims at that point.
Okay.
And started moving away from like the Toe Jam and Earl type games.
Did I just beat up Aquaman? No, we didn't just beat up Aquaman. The objective of the game is to finish it. There is no other. So the plot is that you get sucked into your comic book via the bad guy that you saw at our game over screen from a bolt of lightning, because everything bad happens from a bolt of lightning.
Weren't there multiple movies in the 90s where they got sucked into comic books or had some sort of comic real life interaction, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Right.
You had sort of a.
What was that other one where the guy got like sucked into a cartoon, or it was like.
That was Cool World.
Cool World. All right. Yeah, there was a couple of movies like that in the 90s.
Yeah, it was very an awesome time to be part of cartoons and real life. That is no longer the case.
What you had? What was that? Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Right.
There you go.
That was huge.
Yeah.
That's actually for some reason coming back. I've seen a lot of stuff. People are very, very, very interested.
They're nostalgic for Space Jam. I don't think I ever saw it.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's
like all the way through. I mean, you see it here and there on TV or whatever, but it just never piqued my interest.
To say it. I mean, it's a great movie. You really should watch it. And I mean, it was Jordan at his best. Too.
Is it though?
It was really fun, especially as a Looney Tune fanatic like I was. I'm a big cartoon guy. Like, obviously, if you can tell from the many voices that I do, cartoons were right up my alley.
I used to watch the Looney Tunes. I used to have a Marvin the Martian hat in high school.
Heck yeah.
But I don't know, for some reason that movie I just didn't get into it.
Because I didn't go this way last time. Oh, more dynamite.
So the Genesis, then the next generation came out, which was the N64, which is where we're going next. You know, we had the
right. You had Super Nintendo
and the Genesis,
right, which were like at complete war with each other.
Yeah,
you were one or the other. I was actually both, believe it or not.
Yeah,
there were a lot of games
some people had both back then. Yeah. I was just Genesis because I wanted Mortal Kombat.
Okay, all right.
You know, that's
right.
At the time you could only get it, and then eventually it came out for the SNES. But the N64, I just couldn't do it, man. I looked at it. I remember being in Toys R Us as a kid, and I guess a young adult at the time, and holding the controller and being, what is this?
Made for someone with another hand.
What did they do here? Why is there this thing in the middle?
Space Jam was a classic. I feel attacked. See you. It was the movie that I feel like you either became a furry or you didn't. That was that movie because of Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
So luckily I did not. But you never know what happens. Yeah, the controller for N64 was not nice at all.
But
I know
there's
a lot of classic games, but I also really couldn't get into it. There are games that I did enjoy. I won't put it past myself.
I mean, come on, Mario Kart, you had to play it.
Absolutely.
You're at a friend's house, a party, everybody's playing Mario Kart, you had to jump in. GoldenEye, you had to play some GoldenEye if you were there, and you had the controllers out and who's got next.
Okay, I see that.
What was Star Fox, right? Had a 4-player battle mode, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Was that on the SNES, or did they have that for the N64?
It was started on the SNES, and then
Yeah, as he artfully imagines, the same thing, agrees. N64 controller is trash.
Heck yes, it is.
Trash tier, to be
Oh,
specific.
man, this guy got me this time.
But there were some games that made it worthwhile. So back to the controller. The layout was weird, but you could get used to that.
Yeah.
The problem I had was that garbage attempt at an analog stick.
Yes.
It broke. It never really felt right. You had those like,
Yeah.
you know, you felt it rattle around in there.
A lot of games it was like completely trash too. So
Yeah.
it was like, it was, you know, very wobbly, or you couldn't quite move it around, or the
Yeah.
camera angles were terrible. So
What I saw recently, and I did this upgrade for somebody a few years back, was they've upgraded the analog stick for the N64
they made
controller.
like its own mod.
Yeah, it's plug and play. You just open the controller, clips in,
Yeah.
plug in the wires to the board, and it works perfectly. It's a nice, smooth analog stick, like you took an analog stick out of a PlayStation 4 controller and dropped it in there.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I'm sure that works a lot
that might be
better.
a cool thing to do for the show one day. We should look into ordering a few of those and retrofit all our N64 controllers
Yeah,
with
we might
those
have
and
some better times.
maybe play some Bond or something.
All right, so this was done for my buddy Pete's birthday. We played a little bit of Comic Zone just
Happy
to get
birthday,
it,
Pete.
Yeah, just to get it off his chest. Now he can finally say we played some Comic Zone. What do we got?
Artfully Imagine dropping 300 bits.
Oh, it's a top cheer today.
Top cheer by the day.
All right.
Oh, guys, got to get on your game.
Got to get on that game. If you like what we're doing, you like what you're playing, give us a like, click that little heart, so you always know when BeTerrific is coming up or when Classically Trained is coming up. All right, so we're going to switch games. We're going to move on to the very next game, which I have a great story for, but we're going to play the game a little bit first, and then I'm going to explain why we're playing it. But it is going to be Turok 64.
So we have to switch to the N64 for this, so we're going to take a quick break before we
quick
do
break.
that.
Little mighty
So just be a few minutes. We're just going to play some game content, put up a little logo. We'll be right back.
Squishing your head.
Squishing your head.
All right, we'll be back in a...
Yeah, guys, hang in there. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hey.
Hey, there we are. We're back, and we are. You're watching Classically Trained with your host John Donadio. That's me, and my co-host for the day, Rory.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, we're gonna be playing.
You enjoyed a little Sonic the Hedgehog there for the break?
Yeah, right. See, look, there they are. So we're gonna be playing a game that, as a kid, I played for Acclaim. Okay.
So you were a tester.
I was a tester as a kid, and you couldn't really hire kids, so you had to pay them in video games.
Yep.
Right? So one of the stories that I have for Pete, I'm going to tell just a little bit later to really get you a part of it. But we're going to play some Turok 64, which is on the Nintendo 64. It came out in 1997. So this is only 2 years after the beat-em-up game we just played.
Yep.
Okay? Now, Acclaim was actually, they have their whole... Their
headquarters were on Long Island.
Yeah, we're on Long Island.
Cool about that, what I thought was cool, is that's where like motion capture was pretty much created, was at Acclaim, right?
Yeah.
For Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Acclaim had made some great games, and it wasn't like they were, they weren't really at their peak. They weren't in the habit of making bad games. They made some really great ones. Unfortunately, they made Turok, and they made Turok 2. For them, that was probably a bad move. Your beard looks glorious today. Well, thank you. It does. I try my best to have it nice and clean and shiny for the audience. So we here at Classically Trained are going to pay another tribute to my buddy Pete Falley by playing this very terrible game, only for a little bit, just to show you just how bad it really is.
And how he put his mark on this game.
And how he put his mark on this forever. Okay?
How old were you guys?
TD Maker 85 says, nice shirt, guys. Yeah, we didn't plan this. This was just purely by accident.
Yes.
Purely by accident. And I look awesome, by the way. Anyway, all right, so here we are with Turok by Acclaim on the Nintendo 64. We're going to get this started.
I mean, the odds of this happening are probably pretty good because I'd say at least a third of the shirts I own have some sort of either Classically Trained or a controller or Mario.
Yeah, we're definitely, at some point we're going to actually make Classically Trained shirts, I think. I think that would be kind of fun. Do some giveaways with Classically Trained shirts.
You know what we can do for that? Have you ever played that game? I can't remember the name of it. It's on Xbox One where you compete with people on your phone to create t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah. Artfully Imagine would know the name of it, I think, if she could jump in, if she's listening still, and throw the name of that in the chat so I can see it. But we did that this weekend, and the 5 or 6 of us hanging out, like you have a round where everybody draws a picture
like
on your phone, on the touchscreen of your phone. And then, all right, so then they get put into a pool of pictures, and then you do a round of creating slogans. And you do a bunch of slogans. TD Maker knows what I'm talking about. And we went through the whole process, and eventually you create a shirt and you vote on the shirt.
Cool.
Everybody gets to pick from the pictures and randomly get to generate shirts, and then you vote on whose shirt's the coolest. And the cool thing is, at the end of the game, you can go and buy the shirt.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot.
So maybe we could do something like that on one of the episodes.
Yeah. All right. So for those that don't remember this wonderful controller here, the N64.
That's what we were talking about.
And how, let's see if we can get a close-up maybe a little bit on my camera. There we go. That's bigger, right? How terrible,
there it is.
Right? So with this game, this didn't move you anywhere. It only looked up and down and sort of like to the side.
So it was your look button.
Right, it was your look button.
Yeah.
And now the unfortunate part, because how bad the stick was, the analog stick, it would just look up and down randomly, even though you were only looking to the side.
Yes.
Okay. So your motion buttons were the C buttons. So you would move up, you'd strafe, all that good stuff. You'd jump with just the trigger, and then the back button would actually.
The right trigger was jump.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Those were your, and you could switch between.
You could select weapons.
Right.
And then you fire with the trigger, the Z button.
The Z button on the back,
yes.
Right, which was. So moving in this game was incredibly difficult to begin with. Okay. We're actually going to go get a gun, and I just remember where it is.
Well, I mean, if we think about the whole premise of this game.
Right. So let's talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. The the game is you are a dinosaur hunter. You're a Native American dinosaur hunter, and I think that's it.
And there's random semi-automatic guns laying all over the map.
And
too.
you also have a bow and arrow. That was like your main weapon. This and a knife, and then you could pick up.
Let's not forget to mention that it's a recurve bow.
Right. Something totally a Native American would have.
And
I can't control this game.
We all know that there were a lot of dinosaurs running around during that time, and there was also a lot of semi-automatic weapons just spawning randomly around there.
Exactly.
So
Nintendo really got the history right when they were making this game.
I mean, is it Nintendo's fault?
No, it's Acclaim.
Acclaim. This is what happens when you have a bunch of 12-year-olds giving you input on your game. It needs more guns.
It needs guns. Okay, so to give you a little bit of background, let me go back to Acclaim in 1997. They were at the height of everything that they've been doing. They could do no wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, they thought they could do no wrong.
Right, they thought they could do no wrong, right? And then they make Turok 64. Now, many of us have probably some fond memories of Turok 64. And that's okay. However, I'm here to show you that it really wasn't a great game. So there's no like, that was the other thing, was you could actually put real blood in this, or you could do green in case your mom walked in.
Yeah, you got to have the green blood for little Johnny. He can't see the red blood.
He can't see real blood.
Can we turn the blood
Story
off?
was TKO. Geo Hunter, hey, I finally found you. What's up?
TKO? Oh yeah, TKO, but it was part of another game pack. That was a mini game within another game pack.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay, so right. Hopefully Imagine's already heard this story. So me, Pete, and his brother Bobby were a part of this crew that Acclaim had assembled to work for as video game testers. Okay. Here comes our first dinosaur. Oh, I didn't know I had to shoot it more.
Oh, was that a raptor?
That was a raptor.
And then a random guy.
Right, who has...
With a trident.
I have a gun and he has a double-ended trident.
Double-ended trident.
So we play all the games, and it started off as most normal. Like you get an hour of... God, the controls are so bad. You get an hour of playing the game and like walking into walls, like up and down to make sure you can't like fall through them. This guy is shooting at me. It's funny, the further you away from an enemy, the easier it was to hit.
Talk about a hip fire.
Because that made any...
Trying to curve the bullet there?
Made a sense. Yeah, what was that movie with Angelina Jolie that you could...
You could curve the bullets? I don't
something's
remember.
hitting me from behind and I can't. What? Something's hitting me.
There it is.
Oh, man. He really killed me. Good, I got 2 health.
So you were running around and you were given an hour to test, look for...
Right, thank you. I could not remember where I was in the story.
You know, look for breaks in the wall, falling through the floor, or something like that.
Regular, boring video game testing stuff. And then they said, by Jackbox, $40, wanted the move... What?
Oh, Jackbox Party Pack. That was the game pack that you got the T-shirt.
I'm sorry. I was so lost with what you were saying.
Yeah. So
okay. So right. So you get the hour to kind of walk into walls, and it's super boring, right? Yeah. That's the one thing that kids don't want to do is play a game like that.
Look for collision physics problems, stuff like that.
Right. So we got to do that, and we already hated the controls, so that was super easy to figure out. Then they give you like an hour to like actually play the game, right? And we go, all right, well, you know, just you sit there and you play it. And we got to play this game early. So it was before it came out. It was kind of a kid's dream come true to play a game before, you know, it came to public. There we go, got him. So Pete, his brother Bobby, and myself are all in this, you know, big room full of kids playing this game. And this was the worst for the controls.
No.
And
start over. So you love it when they add a platformer to a first-person shooter.
Yeah, exactly.
At least they gave you a place to climb up right here, right? Can't you climb that wall right in front of you? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great. So we're sitting there playing the game, and then they pull us into this room, And inside the room, they give us the questions. They give us the, oh, you know, what did you like? What did you dislike? Is there anything we could add? And they go through the whole room, and I give an answer. Oh, God. And then I give an answer like, oh, a mini-map would have been good, right? Which, by the way, they did add. They gave us a little map, right? Which... Oh, God.
You know where my mind was going.
I think everyone's mind just went there. Anyway, let's take that
at least you know
off.
where to jump now.
Right, exactly. So I said add a mini-map. Great. They gave us a mini-map. Then my buddy Bobby, Pete's brother, says, hey, what about... the game is a little blocky. Maybe if you polish it up.
Smooth the edges a bit.
Smooth the edges. As you can tell, they did not do.
They're as smooth as they can be.
They're as smooth as they can be for 1997. So there was no help there. Then another kid said, well, the enemies kind of see you before you can see them. God, I cannot do this. You gotta
stop trying to double jump that and just set it up and go.
Just set it up and go for it, huh? You know, stuff that like 12-year-olds who play video games kind of know. Okay, here we go. Ready?
You know, I think you got to take like a step back and run at that.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so they get all around the whole table. There's like 10 of us. Then they get to Pete. And Pete goes, they go, all right, Peter, what would you like to see in this game? And he just looks at them totally deadpan and goes, explosions. That was all that he asked for, right? Now, later on in this game, which apparently I'll never get to, by the way, because this game is awful, they added like 2 or 3 weapons that make everything explode. They added exploding arrows. They added exploding like rocket launchers just to take out. Ah!
Oh my God, you're the worst.
I am better than this. I don't know why I can't make this jump. Everything really explodes. Even like the blood explodes out of the characters. There's no like, there's no in between. They were just like, explosions. Yes, let's Michael Bay it. And that's where that joke comes from earlier in the chat about Michael. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
I believe in you.
I got it!
Can you make this one, though?
No, there's no chance in hell I can get this one. All right, ready? Oh, I got it.
Take your time. You got this. No!
Wait, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. You know what? It's hard because you can't see where you're running from. You don't know where the ledge is.
Yeah.
And that makes it the hardest. I know, I got to the end there, finally made, and then didn't.
See, what they should have done here was just given you the ability just to go to the other side and climb up.
Yeah.
And like, all right, so you skip getting like some weapon or some points or something. This is forcing you to platform in a horrible first-person shooter is...
I have to look down.
I forget what... Oh, you know what game I was playing that did this?
If this works, I'm going to scream. Because
Halo 5 did this. Did you play Halo 5?
Yeah, I did.
They did a couple areas of the levels that had this like platforming thing going on. And I was just so mad. I stopped playing the game.
Oh, I made it!
You caught the ledge. Oh my God.
All right, don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off.
Great.
There we go. Now
congratulations. Oh, you got one more platform.
Oh, come on. That's not... Okay, all right. Here we go.
There's another jump.
Another one. Yeah! All right, there we go.
Speed running it now. What's that? That's a wall you can climb, obviously.
What is that? That's nothing.
You sure?
Oh. All right, now we're climbing. You know, I have no idea what those triangles do. I still don't know. I asked them when we played the game, and they're
triangles. You collect them.
You collect them, right. So now I got new... These are the exploding arrows, by the way, I think.
Explosions?
Yes. Oh, see? It explodes.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
How ridiculous is that explosion?
Thank you, Acclaim. Thank you so much.
Peter Fowley, for the exploding arrows.
I love that there's a story, a personal story.
There is a personal story to this. Oh, God. Okay, more jumping, more platforming. I missed. Of course I missed.
I know you got to time this one. With
Right, because it moves up and down. And what are the... This game needs more explosions, right? Exactly. It's exactly what it needs.
Your friend Pete, who said this, was he all out serious? He wanted more explosions?
100%. And I don't even know, at this point, it doesn't even matter if he was joking, because it's like forever in the game's lore now that there are exploding arrows because of Peter Fowley. I have 4 health, by the way, so this is going to be fun.
You know,
you
know what else I find funny about this story? Like, what was it, 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago, 10 years ago?
It's trash.
There was this thing going around the internet. It was kind of like a scam to become a game tester. Remember that? Like, you can get a job being a game tester. 12-year-olds test games for free. You will not get paid to test games. There's like, nice. There's like 1 or 2 in-house testers.
Right.
And they have very good written communication skills.
Yes.
If you can't, write or anything like that, you're never going to become a game
like
tester.
one of the things that I do for Gamer Assault Weekly is that I write reviews.
Yeah.
So like, that is not the jump button. Go!
What he's saying is you have to be more than just good at playing video games.
Yeah, because a lot of it is very repetitive.
Yeah.
Like the thing that we're talking about, walking into walls. The whole point was to make sure that you didn't fall through. There was no, there were no like little bugs that you could literally just jump through.
Yeah.
And a lot of games still had this, even though that there were testers.
If you want a good example of that happening,
you want to try this game?
Yeah. Play DayZ standalone. You want to fall through a wall and get stuck in a rock until your character starves to death? Because it doesn't matter what server you change to, you will be inside that rock wall until you starve to death. I literally had to leave my computer on for like 6 hours till my character starved to death so I could play the game again.
That's really funny.
So I have an interesting backstory to this game,
too.
Ooh,
good. There's another story about this game.
So the consoles come out. This was one of the launch consoles for this, right?
What?
This was one of the first games for.
It was very close. It wasn't the launch year. Yeah. I think within the first year.
I thought it was in the first year.
Yeah.
So everybody was getting, what console are you gonna get? What console are you gonna get? And I was still up in the air. I had the 32X in my Sega, so I wasn't like rushing out. Wow. Controls right off the bat. I wasn't rushing out to like buy. Do I have to fight this thing with a knife?
No, it just climbs up the tree. You go. The first thing you see is a monkey, so everyone goes, "Ooh, a monkey!" And then they think this game is going to be great. And
I'm going to make everybody sick who's watching. So.
Yeah, this is really tough to watch. If you have motion sickness, make sure that you take some Dramamine before you play this game.
I can't do this. I can't play with this controller.
We a few of them.
So. I went to the store, checked out the consoles, played a little N64, got this controller in my hand and said, nope. Look at this. And the lag, and look at the reload ability on this thing.
Yeah, man.
I just shot him in the face.
This is amazing. Why did it take so long? You could actually kill him faster with the knife.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not touching this controller. I'm not messing with this. You can see why I didn't like it. So I ended up eventually getting the PlayStation and playing Tomb Raider on the PlayStation. I looked at the Sega Saturn at the time. I decided PlayStation was the way to go. And I had a friend who was all about the N64. He's like, oh, the load times, because it's carts.
Right,
so there's no load times. The N6 or the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn were the first disc game.
Right, so they had those load times there.
So you had load times, but when the game loaded, when the level loaded, ran smoothly. You had amazing music.
Yeah.
The sound effects were amazing. And there was just so much more depth to the game because they could fit so much more information on the disc than they could the cart. And hence, you end up with a game.
The only thing that would have made this game any good is that the entire soundtrack was just repeat of Toto's Africa.
Yeah.
I feel like that might have helped this game just a little bit.
I can't play this at all. I'm like...
He would be dead if the arrows exploded, Kovacs said.
Yes, because all I'm going to do is run up the thing.
Because I'm nauseous.
I only have 5 arrows left. Look at that. May as well waste them.
Yeah, right.
Rocco. They're
oh my God.
Useless. Your arrows are
useless. You turn the page. You wash your hands. You turn the page. You wash your hands.
So my one friend, Dan, who's all about it. He would just,
you gotta go over this way.
He would
go
just
straight up on that platform there.
Argue over and over again that that this was the console to get because of the load times. That was his argument.
That was the load time argument.
All he had was the load times, and I was like, but Turok's awesome. I was like,
when we play our little game later of does it still hold up?
I'm done. This definitely doesn't hold up.
Well, I don't want to play this game anymore. All right,
there's one N64 game I think that holds up, and that's Mario Kart 64.
And actually, it's funny you say that because it's going to be our next game. And because not only is it Peter's birthday, but 2 days ago, it was Mario Kart 64's 21st birthday.
So take Mario Kart out and buy him a drink.
That's right. He is legal to drink Mario Kart, although you should never drink and drive.
Well, I think you can drink in Mario Kart. I think that's safe.
Yeah, you can drink and play Mario Kart.
Just don't drink.
As long as you're 21.
Don't drink and go to the golf court or the golf carts or that or the go-karts. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't drink and go on the go-karts. You will get kicked out. I'm speaking from experience.
Oh, okay. So you have experience in that
Yes.
one. Look at how ridiculous that is that I could hit that guy from that far away with the gun, but up close it was like a nightmare. I forgot they had grenades in this. That's right. That's what they added too.
Grenades.
Yeah, they added grenades. How do you
probably have to find them.
I just found one. I don't remember how to do it. B? No, that's not it.
Throw it on the ground right at your feet.
All right. Let's see if I can do them. I don't even know how to use them. See. Walking, running. Wait, you can run? That's some run, huh?
Yeah, try to do the platformer running.
Oh, right. There's something over here.
Like, you saw the way I was playing. What's going to happen when I get to that point where I have to jump from
Oh, forget it. It would take even longer than I took.
It would be impossible.
Oh, hello, mister. Oh, shotgun to the face.
I have never been able to play an N64 shooter. It was horrible at GoldenEye.
You wash your hands.
And, yeah, I can't do it. I can't use that controller.
This game makes no sense. Why are there grenades? I don't know, because they needed explosions, and what explodes?
Because
grenades!
Native Americans were, innovators.
They were super good at making grenades.
And firearms and grenades.
Yeah.
Could you grab that vine and swing?
I just tried.
Nice headshot.
I don't even know how I did that. Just gonna run along.
What you guys don't see is he has one of those little laser dot things you put in the center of the screen for first-person shooters. I know you've seen them advertised on Facebook and stuff.
I actually want to try that, but I know that it would not help me.
Every time that post came up in my Facebook feed, all I did was comment cheating. Every time. Cheater. And like probably 90% of the comments were like, this is stupid, this is cheating. And then there'd be that one like dad gamer that's like, I need this.
Still better endgame than Destiny 2. Yeah, you're probably right. Oop, he just threw a grenade at me. That explodes behind me, by the way. Yeah, we're going to try and just... Okay, we're not doing this part again. So, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to change to Mario Kart 64.
Well, we don't have to take a break for that. The console's hooked up. All we have to do is change the cart.
But I don't want to get out of my seat.
Well, all right, so I'll get out of my seat. This is the wonder of wireless microphones
Hooray.
and headsets, people.
The world of imagination. Anyway, so Mario Kart 64 has just turned 21 about 2 days ago, and it shares a birthday with my buddy Pete. And so, in honor again of his birthday, we just played a terrible game that he was a part of, and that totally ruined it, or made it better, your choice. And then Comic Zone, which he could not stop talking about. So, happy birthday, Pete, again. And to everyone else that had a birthday in the last couple of days, happy birthday. I don't know who that might be, but... and happy birthday to Mario Kart. We're going to start that up hopefully soon when that...
What'd I do? What'd I do? Did I not push the cart in properly?
This is why we should have went to break.
Yeah, you're probably right. Of course it doesn't work.
I get to do that office thing when you get off the couch, I just stare at the camera. Anyway.
All right, we'll give it a second. Why isn't the game coming up?
You know what? We're going to cut to break either way, just so we can get this to work.
We might have a segment on cleaning game carts in a minute.
We apologize for the wait, and we're going to go to break.
Yeah, Adam, let's put up
you get the
a
chance,
thing. We'll be right back.
Great. Even though everyone loves looking at my lovely face.
Look at that beard.
Oh, it's I love it. I'm going to do a...
There we go.
Back. Finally, we got it to work. Didn't take too long. I apologize for that. That you got to see the glorious beard for a little bit. And now we are going to start off on the game that just became legalized to drink, Mario Kart 64. We'll get this started, and Rory and I are going to... What do you want to do? You want to do...
Let me grab a controller here. Now,
yeah,
I noticed this controller is an aftermarket.
Okay.
It is a... Interact Shark Pad Pro.
The Shark Pad.
The SV-362 to be exact. Ooh. I noticed the analog stick on this is much better than
what I have, the original.
The OEM.
Okay, so now we can go through a whole cup. We can do a little versus, or we can do a little battle. So the versus is just us two. The GP is against the computer, I think. I actually don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So we're just gonna do 50. I guess just to get back into the swing of things, we're gonna do a little 50cc, which I don't think is too hard, but
I'll take Mario. What the heck?
I'm gonna play as Luigi. Oh, Mario!
It's a Mario.
I guess we'll just do the mushroom cup. We'll just go right into it.
Let's do this.
Right into the game.
Let's see who's got
Look at the balloon. Look at the balloon setting up. Let's see, one. I think this is the thing to do the boost. Ah, man, I just screwed up.
Ah, I'm spinning out. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. I'm the bottom screen.
You're the bottom screen, yeah. So, the original game was on the SNES. Oh, I got the Invincible Star. We're coming up.
You remember the battle modes on the SNES? That's what I remember playing mostly, like where you're...
Look out.
Oh my gosh.
Here I come. Boom.
No.
First place. Here we go. Mario Kart's one of the few games that really get my attitude going, so I apologize in advance. This is my track, by the way, so, you know.
How am I in 6th place? What is this?
Oh, man. Catch up. Be good.
Mario is so slow.
Cowards. Shut up, cat. Bow. Send that back. Oh, Bowser's right on my tail, baby.
No mercy. You better be glad Kat's not here today to play this against you.
Yeah, she's good?
She would destroy you, yeah.
Oh, man.
This is her jam, yeah.
Oh.
That was for you.
Oh, man.
That was just for you.
Oh,
and
man.
then you got flattened by Bowser.
Flattened by Bowser, even though he was the same size as me. So that made total sense.
Oh, I got more boosts.
Oh, man. I'm never going to catch up to you now.
Oh, I'm in 1st place.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, my gosh.
So anyway, the SNES came and gave us the very first Mario Kart. And then, oh man, I got 3 red shells. You're in trouble,
no.
sir.
I'm just hoping you hit one of those little...
Somehow I hit a banana and lost one, so what are you gonna do? I think you're super far ahead. I might be able to catch you with this. Got another Invincible Star. Just because you have a mustache doesn't mean you can speak Italian. The best thing from Family Guy ever. Bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobble. Boobidi bobbidi boobidi boo. Here you go. It's the most annoying thing about Nintendo is the repetition of voice.
No!
I'm right here!
No, Luigi!
Oh no! No! Oh, well, I'll never catch it now. Unless they give me a red shell right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, they give me 3!
No! No!
Yeah, go catch him! Oh!
Just after I crossed the finish line. Nice race. It was close.
Mario isn't the problem, the driver is. Oh, man. Fighting words.
Ooh.
Fighting words. All right, so we finished our first round there. You are in the lead. These other losers in the back here. You know, because it was 21, we should have been drinking for this too.
I don't know. I can't drink anymore.
All right, I think I got it this time.
Oh,
you
I
gotta be
pushed
paying
the wrong
attention.
button. I pushed the wrong button.
Add a button.
It's the wrong button. No, that's mine. No. I didn't get any things.
Now, I'm pretty sure that this was the first game to finally give you the drifting thing,
Get out of my way, Donkey Kong.
but there was no speed boost. That didn't come until later.
Ah. You know what my favorite racing game was?
Which one?
RC Pro-Am.
Oh, man, that's super old school.
Yeah, I was all about the RC Pro-Am.
Super old school. Come on, Yoshi, touch me. I promise you. You're gonna get it. You're gonna nail it. Sounds so bad. Whee! Wah! I'm in third place. Oh, now I'm in first place. Play Rainbow Road. Okay. We will. You want to see me really get mad?
Where are you? Why can't I see you?
Because I am ahead of you. Wah! Try and catch me, Mario! That's more Waluigi's voice. Waluigi is literally my favorite character ever.
Alright, I just gotta lose this thing and go with this boost mushroom.
There you go. You're gonna catch up now.
Nah, I gotcha. That was that was a good tactic there.
That was a good tactic. Oop.
Peace. I missed the thingies. Alright, I'm catching
we're
up.
just gonna
to
keep
first
this
place.
around
Oh,
then.
this guy's got
No, it's me.
this. No. Bang. No, you can't. No.
Oh,
No, you're
that
not.
was super close.
You're not that good.
That's all right. I got Yoshi with one.
No.
Oh, it's coming to get ya.
Oh yeah.
Oh crap. No! I hit like 3 of those.
Where are you?
I'm right behind you.
Here.
Nope, you got me again.
Wow, that's a lot of bananas.
Yeah, I just took them all away. Nope, and then I hit them. Oh, I'm never gonna catch up.
Wow, I'm like,
Wow, I just got second because Bowser's an idiot.
I got lucky there with
If
that.
Waluigi isn't in any new Mario Kart or Smash Brothers, I ain't buying it. That is a good philosophy to live by, Kovacs.
Have they released Mario Kart for the Switch yet? I know they
they
debuted it at PAX, right?
At PAX South, actually.
I know it was at PAX East as well.
Yeah, it was at PAX East as well. Yeah, that came out some time ago. It's really just a port. All they did was add a couple of characters for
Okay.
it, and then they ported it from the Wii U that no one bought. And
I have 2.
yeah,
Go figure.
but Smash Brothers is the way to go. And if Waluigi is not in the new Smash Brothers, I will not be buying. Whoa!
What was that boost?
That was the light boost that I was trying to do. Oh God! I'll never
Get out
make
of
it.
the water. Come on, Mario.
Come on, Mario. Hey, I forgot about the beach. Dun, 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 dun.
Get out of the water. You're gonna ruin your go-kart.
It'll get flooded.
You'll flood the engine, Mario. Somebody laid a fake one for me. Thanks.
I am now invisible. He still makes the jump noises from like Mario 64. I didn't notice that. Doink. Oh man, Princess Peach came up on me. Princess Peach came up on me. Oh, oh. I am so bad at this game. It's unbelievable. I hit a tree and spun out.
No. I fell off the jump. I'm having a bad round. I'm in 7th place.
That's alright, I'm in 5th.
I always hated this board.
It's the worst.
I hit the wall.
Come on, Waluigi.
Who designed this level?
Right?
Worst level ever. No.
So you really gotta do the drifting turns in this level, but I'm so bad at them.
I just missed everything. What is going on here?
I do not Tokyo drift well.
Artfully Managed says we're embarrassing.
We really are. You don't understand. This is like the worst game for me ever.
No. Who put that banana on the beach?
Probably me. Here we go. Oh crap. Into the wall.
Give me something good.
Tokyo drift.
That's what I need. Oh, what's that?
I
could have jumped through the tunnel.
Oh, is that what that's for? Oh man, I had no idea. Here we go. I'm in 2nd place now. Hooray. Oh man, I just got lucky. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Dun, 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 dun.
No! Somebody just knocked me way out into the water.
Yeah, I'm replacing you both. Get out of here.
I just went all the way down to 8th place, and I missed the thing. Go around the wall.
Somehow I just got
bad
up to
idea.
1st, and I don't know how. It's okay.
You got all the way into 1st place?
Yeah,
On my way,
no
Wario.
idea how I did that.
This is a worse track.
Come on, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Got that infinite mushroom here.
I keep missing this jump.
Cha-cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha.
Come on.
Oh, now I'm way out in front, baby. Oh no, the crab. I came in 2nd because of the crab. Oh my guys, you guys are embarrassing. I'm replacing you both. Get out of here. Get out of here. Waluigi will be my main. Yo, Kovacs, same. Waluigi all the way. All right, so there's 1 level left in this.
Go from 2 1st places to a 7th place.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I think I can finally catch up because you came in 7th this. Heck yeah.
Shit.
Luigi with 18 points. Oh, dude, we are tied. This is the make or break it level.
21 years old, and you're showing your age.
Okay, I think I got it. Oh, I didn't really get it. Bad.
Princess, get out of my way.
Get out of my way, princess. I wish I knew more. Oh, God. I just went way off course.
No, no.
Oh, there's a train in this board. I forgot about that. How did you get all the way up to 2nd?
I just took everybody out with a bunch of red, what do you call those things? Turtle shells?
Oh, the red turtle shell? There you go.
No.
That's for you.
Whoa, that was a way delayed spin out.
Yeah, it was. All right, we got this. We got this. Come on. Oh, God.
Oh, I just hit myself. How the hell did that happen? No. Nah.
I just got Yoshi off my tail.
Damn crabs. What was that? I was watching the chat and I hit some.
I don't know what you hit.
Never text and drive, kids.
Yeah, this is why you can't text and drive. We can't even read text and drive. Ooh. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, no.
Don't text and drive. You'll end up in 8th place.
That should be the rule of no text and drive. That's the commercials they should make. You'll end up in last place. Oh, I just hit myself with my own green turtle shell.
That's what happened to me before. This level is so bad. You're supposed to hit the bananas, right?
Oh man, Bowser's like right up on me. He's all up ons. Like I got something to give. Well, it says Yoshi in the background. You know, it's funny because like you want to look at all the stuff in the game, but like.
What is this advertising? I can't even see it.
Yeah, you can't see it because you don't want to look at it because just in case. I guess it's like real life.
It's there to distract you.
It's just there to distract you. That's a shot, but I don't know what the shot is.
No, get back on the track and eat a mushroom.
Track of life. Dun 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 dun. I think I can lap Peach if I really try. So in last place.
If I could just get... No! No!
What?
I went off the track.
Ugh. Here we go! Oh man, Bowser's really up on. It's like I'm selling things. He's all up in my grill. In my grill dun dun. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Alright, Bowser.
Oh,
How did you ever get a license? I have no idea. Kovac says do a barrel roll.
come on for the second, third place. Yay!
There you go. He came in third.
Yoshi was giving him a run for money there.
Yeah, Bowser was like, he just kept hitting me. He just like tapping the back there.
How did
for Valentine's Day.
How did I ever get a license? What's a license?
What is a license? How do you get one of these licenses? 27 points, baby. You had 21, just like its birthday.
Oh, nice.
See, that came into.
Celebrating.
Oh man, all the fireworks! I love fireworks. Balloons. Look at that. All over Peach Castle. They're gonna celebrate me being amazing.
So I'm so angry right now.
The Mario Brothers and Luigi is finally in first place.
That's 7th place. 7th place finish. Did me in.
Celebrate Luigi.
Lisa, I made the podium.
Oh, I finally beat my brother. Well, they're gonna give me a little trophy too. Boom. Right out of the fish's mouth. Could they draw this out anymore?
Yeah.
This is the longest celebration thing as I've watched NASCAR celebrations.
Well, I mean,
They can't do champagne, I guess. That's why they...
Just give him the trophy already.
Right? Like, oh, okay. Oh! Oh, thank you. You like me. You actually like me. All right.
So, I mean, how many games tried to impersonate this game over the years? There were a few, right?
Well, you had Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
You had there was a Rare Racing that had like Banjo-Kazooie and like all that stuff. I don't know if that was still Diddy Kong Racing. I don't remember who was in that. So.
And more recently, they tried Sonic Racing as well.
Right. They did a Sonic Racing. They had there was another game like that as well, and it had characters that nobody knew or anything. So. And
they were just everybody just tried to be this game and just couldn't pull it off.
The one thing that's the one thing about Mario and his select games. They had Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Mario Baseball, Mario Soccer, Mario Party, and nothing in any of the other like consoles or anything could ever come up with anything like that.
No.
You try and sell a Mario Party like in a Sega Genesis game. You know, like with Sega Genesis characters.
Yeah,
like no one cares.
They tried to do that with Sonic, with Sega.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it stick. I mean, PlayStation, had Crash, right? Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot, right.
And again, they couldn't really make any character out of him.
Right.
And they tried to do cartoons and stuff like that. And it just, Saturday morning cartoons of Crash Bandicoot, right? I think there was one.
There was one. There was also an Earthworm Jim one.
Yeah, but that was actually good.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim was great.
And I think that was as funnier as an adult because I was just such a fan of the game as a kid.
Queen slug for a butt. And
yeah.
all those things.
Because the humor in that game is, they did
all subpar. Right, exactly.
Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl. They tried to make a cartoon out of that as well, I think.
It didn't last long.
No, but
the games were so great.
I think that would have done well on like Adult Swim or something like that.
I would love to watch that now, especially like growing up and kind of being like, that was a totally 90s game too. It was like, totally tubular type of.
Yeah, I revisited it recently on an emulator.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, wow, this game was cool.
Yeah, the first one was awesome. The second one needed a lot of work, but the first one was awesome.
I never played the second one.
Actually, we're going to be doing that kind of stuff as well. We're going to be playing all those old games that you remember and have fun with here at Classically Trained. It's going to be the one time they were making Crash a cartoon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ed, thank you. Ed's another one of our super knowledge guys that come over to the Gamer Assault Weekly streams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Ed, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks, Ed.
Give us a follow, give us a like if you like what you're seeing here, Classically Trained at BeTerrific. So we're going to play the little game that is called Does It Still Hold Up? And we played 3 games today. We played Comic Zone, we played Turok 64, and we played Mario Kart 64. So you can also play here at home. Tell us what you think. Personally, 2 out of the 3 games I think actually still hold up.
Yeah.
Obviously, the odd man out, the worst of the worst was Turok 64 here today.
That game didn't hold up when it came out.
No,
it was bad.
Not in the slightest.
No.
But look, there are things that you could take away from that game. It's not all bad, but the controls are terrible. Everything looks bad, but the weapons were kind of cool. The explosions were great.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Pete.
The explosions were great. If you missed that story, watch the replay after the episode.
Yeah, we'll try to get it up right away.
Yeah, so we'll be there for you, so you can listen to that story if you missed it. But as far as Mario Kart is a classic game, but even though we hold it dear, it still does hold up. I think it's one of those games that.
Artfully Imagined says still awesome.
It's still a classic. It's still
Mario
awesome,
Kart
right?
is still a classic.
It's still fun to play. I still had fun playing that.
And they're still making it.
Right, exactly. They're at Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
So it's one of those games that has had a fandom for so long. It wasn't even.
And I could pick up.
Turok didn't hold up when it was made. Yeah, you just said.
We just said so. I can pick up this controller, which I hate,
right,
and play Mario Kart.
Which is absolutely terrible. I don't know who created this controller, but it's awful.
Are there alternative controllers? Did anybody go and redesign this and make this better?
There's got to be. Somebody definitely at least modded it to the very least. It probably didn't come out officially for the Nintendo.
Can you move the analog stick over here, get rid of this weird thing in the middle? Move the trigger here.
Yeah, it's like there were games that they said that they wanted to do like this, where you hold it with.
Yes, that's what I got. They wanted to do this.
They wanted to make sure you could do all 3 type of things, but they never ended up doing it, so it just became stupid.
Yeah.
So even with this controller, Mario Kart still holds up, but you could see Turok didn't last and couldn't last, even though they made a sequel. They made Turok 2.
Yeah.
Which was called Turok 2, I believe, Seeds of Evil or something like that.
I think the only
don't go
reason
buy it, don't play it, don't.
Turok sold is because it was launched early in the console's history, and it was one of those things like, oh well, there's nothing else to play. I may as well buy this game.
Right, and everyone went crazy for it a little bit, and then 2 minutes later they were like, this game sucks.
There's a platformer the first 30 seconds of the game,
which I couldn't even do. It was awful. But then Comic Zone, Sega Genesis, a beat-em-up platformer game, side-scrolling, and up and downs and stuff. But
I think that game, it still looks great. It was ahead of its time. You could pick it up on an emulator if you don't have a Genesis. Build yourself a RetroPie, and get a Sega emulator and play that game.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's a lot of fun to play. Again, like we've said, it's completely unforgiving. It is a hard game to play. But once you get used to it, and you play it a little bit more and a little bit more, and that was the thing with being classically trained, is that you hated yourself by the end of playing a video game, but you just kept going back to it over and over and over again.
You know how many times I threw a controller at a TV as a kid? And
Yeah,
like nowadays,
it
you
was-
throw a controller at a TV and the TV shatters. Back then, it'd be like, bing, and the controller would bounce off it and fly across the room,
Right.
and there'd be
Usually-
a little chip out of the corner of the controller,
Or
but
like
it
hit you
still
in the
worked.
face, like there was a...
Oh,
my God.
my brother would launch the controller at the TV over like a Mario Brothers or a Double Dragon or something like that. Like, you'd be so close to the end on that last life, that last
Ed
health.
says Comic Zone was legit, and you can
Yes.
actually, it's on Steam for like $3 for Master Emulator. So if you have a Master Emulator, you could buy it off Steam for $3. Definitely worth it. Doing good, thanks to you. Hey, the Raspberry Pi emulator. Right. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, the Raspberry Pi, really simple to do.
Yeah.
And the cost is pretty cheap for what, like $50, $60. You get the
Right.
Pi, and you go get all the emulators for free. Well, the emulators are free. Technically, you should own the Kart if you have the game on your emulator.
Right.
You got to say that. But it's pretty simple. And then it's like you can get all sorts of different USB controllers for them. I think if you have an Xbox 360 controller laying around,
A lot of them,
or even a PlayStation 2, any of the USB controllers, you can plug right into it and they'll map out.
Yeah, it'll
which
map
is
it
cool.
out,
So you don't
right.
have to go out and buy the classic,
it
retro
is super cool
controller.
to play with the classic controller. I have
Yes.
a USB Super Nintendo controller and an emulator that I sit there and I play.
Yeah, we had one in Michael's office for a little while. He took it home because his son is really enjoying it, and they're having
awesome.
fun. He's got a 4-year-old. They're having fun playing the games together on it. But we just got 2 more Pis in the office, Raspberry Pis. I think they're the Pi 3. One is going to be actually a cryptocurrency miner. We're going to mine cryptocurrency with a Raspberry Pi.
Cool.
And then the other one will build into a RetroPie.
Awesome.
And we have controllers on the way, some classic
Very
controllers.
cool. So we got
that'll be
all
fun.
kinds of stuff going on. GeoHunter says if I had $1 for every time I threw a controller. Yeah, so thank you for watching. This has been Classically Trained. This was episode number 2, the birthday episode, for Mario Kart 64 and my buddy Peter Fowley, as that little shout out there. All right. Artfully Imagined wants us to play Rainbow Road before we go. So we're going to do a little
We'll play.
Rainbow Roll.
We could play some Rainbow Road as we go out.
As we
here.
go out, yeah, we'll do a little bit
sounds
of.
good.
I don't know what it is. We're going to do 100cc on verses and see where we get to. We'll pick our characters here.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go with Toad.
I'm going to go with Peach, your queen. Be my queen. So as we leave here, I wanted to say thank you for coming by. We will be here every Monday at 9 p.m.
There it is, Rainbow
Road.
Oh my God, I remember this.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
If anybody suffers from epilepsy, please be aware right now.
So we're going to play this on the way out here. I've been John Donadio, a.k.a. Some Beard Eats Love, playing Mario Kart, Comic Zone, and Turok 64 for Classically Trained. There were bombs right there on the... I don't remember that at all.
Well, I was airborne there. I didn't even realize. I was like,
Oh, there's the bomb. Found one. You've been watching Classically Trained. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. Hit a like right there at the top there, the little heart, and you can subscribe and all that stuff here at BeTerrific.
drop the bits. You can donate, and we'll put that money towards more cool stuff going on here at the studios.
Heck yes.
And yeah, Stinger, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I hope you guys like the show. Oh.
What is that thing? Oh my God, it was gonna eat me.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
What? What?
That blue shell, though.
And of course, I get the green shell.
How come all of this has like walls on it? I remember this board not having.
You like being able to fall off?
Yeah, like what is this?
The bumper bowling of Rainbow Road.
This is the bumper bowling of Rainbow Road. For a bunch, I guess I had to put it on 150 cc for this. Whack.
I just want to. I just passed my own shell. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I keep missing all these boxes here. Oh God. This sucks with two people because I can get hit by literally everything.
I don't remember ever playing this.
This is weird that it has all the walls on it.
I've seen people play it. I don't.
It always had a wall apparently.
Yeah.
Hashtag queen, hashtag slay.
I can't even see the other players and where they are here.
The only other players are me.
Oh,
it's
all
me
right.
and you.
So
it's
just a versus battle. I got you.
It's just a versus.
But wasn't there a versus mode in the SNES version where it was like an arena versus mode?
That's battle mode.
Battle mode. Do they have that in this game?
They do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we can actually play that.
That would be like get like 2 more people in here. I think having like some battle games and like party game type stuff. Oh, I just got ate by one
I
of those
didn't see it
things.
coming either. It's all right.
It was coming up over the hill.
Yeah, just like us.
No, I think I might be over the hill. Just this year.
Oh man. This is a really long match too. It's not even. I just caught up to my own turtle shell. Oh. Nope, there you go. Past me. Do-do-do-do. I just threw those everywhere. I have no idea where they landed. I think I see you. This board is really tough on the eyes.
Yeah. This analog stick is actually pretty good.
Yeah, this one blows.
I feel like it has some sensitivity to it. It doesn't just slam all the way to the right or the left.
Yeah, no, mine is really bad. Oh.
Bypass my bananas like they're not even there?
Heck yes.
Oh, I can drop them. I thought they were just trailed out behind me.
Oh, I didn't see that guy coming around.
Oh, I didn't either.
Yeah, no, you could drop them.
I just realized that. I got another single banana.
Single.
My singular banana.
Banana. A ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Do, 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 ring, ring, ring. Oh, I'll stop singing. Because that can go on forever. Wow. I didn't know where you were, so I just took a shot.
This is Artfully Imagine's favorite track.
Is it? I really do remember falling off of this a lot. So I feel like we're being gypped off of having a I don't have words anymore. Been running since 6 this morning. This is fun. Oh, another lap? Cheese and rice. It's my favorite substitute curse word, by the way. It's not even a curse word, but... Ooh, that was close. There was a bomb there. Oh, there it is. I hit it.
Oh, oh.
Take that.
No.
Oh, off the side. Hey-oh!
I'm falling into the darkness. Where am I?
I just took the lead on that one.
Oh, no. Burning out. I just never took my finger off the button. It's
like, God. Got hit. You might be able to catch up now. Banshee's Boardwalk. Oh, that one, that's where they disappeared, right? And like part of the things would black out and stuff. I really want to play the newer ones now.
Yeah.
We should do a versus where it's like we play the old one versus the new one.
Original, or you know.
Yeah, like
we could go all the way through the history of this game too. Did I have it for the SNES?
Yeah, I saw it in there.
Yeah, I did. So we could. We could go through the whole genre or the whole.
That would be an episode, huh? All the Mario Karts.
All the Mario Karts and just show the differences and. you definitely could fill 2 hours with just Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I feel like that would be kind of horrible to the audience, though. You sit there and watch the same game over and over again. Even though they were different in their own way. Like Double Dash is quite different than most of the other games.
Catching up to my turtle shells again here.
Oh, that's the scariest moment.
Yeah, I get taken out by my own turtle shell.
I haven't had an item in a while. I keep missing them. Oh, thank God this is over.
How many laps? Oh, we're on the 3rd lap.
We were on the 3rd.
This is a long track.
Yeah,
huh?
it's a long track.
Well, this is... Really,
Rip!
You really had to just throw that in there at the end?
Yep. That was a good rip, too. Oh. All right, and that is our show for the night.
QQ.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Good game, everybody. Good game.
Thanks, everybody.
Rise from your grave. Power up. Power up. Welcome to your doom. Oh!
Bye.